When we abstain from eating meat, do so because we keep our body under and bring it into subjection. Origin of Alexandria, vegetarian.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
برامجنا متوفرة بالعديد من اللغات. يرجى زيارة suprememastertv.com/schedule.
A study of nearly 20,000 adults in the UK found that around 2 recreational hours outdoors weekly brings the most significant health improvements. The 120 minutes outside benefited individuals even when spread out over the course of a week. Continue watching to find out more.
Warm-hearted viewers, I'm Hilda. If you hear hello, you how, that means hello, how are you in Pidgin, a language spoken in the Solomon Islands. The benevolent people of the spectacular Solomon Islands wish you a tranquil and relaxing day. Welcome to today's program, Connecting with Nature to Boost Your Health. How does nature benefit our health? Exposure to the outdoors makes one feel better in both mind and spirit. The serenity of the natural environment creates within us a sense of calmness and aids our physical well-being. For example, it helps to reduce our blood pressure, heart rate, muscle tension, and eases the production of stress hormones. The scientific reason behind this is humans are genetically programmed to look for trees, plants, water, and other natural elements. Bathing in the outdoor air gives our body a wholesome sensory awareness. We can relate more to what we see, hear, smell, and feel. When our body is absorbed and focused on nature's greatness, our mind puts aside any pain or discomfort temporarily. So the big question is, where's nature? How do we get access to it? Not everyone has such convenient access to the natural environment these days. According to statistics, over 1/2 of the world's population lives in a city or urban area today, and the number is growing. For those people who live in urban settings with a rather hurried and busy lifestyle, there are also ways to catch a sight of nature by simply looking at some paintings or images of the wild. It might be surprising to you that viewing still images can help. In fact, in a series of studies conducted by Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore, United States, a group of cancer patients was shown images of natural scenery and played sounds of the wild during their bone marrow aspiration and biopsy, or BMAB procedure, where doctors collect bone marrow samples for diagnosis. BMAB can be a highly unpleasant experience because it is very painful. Researchers compared patients' reporting of discomfort on a pain scale before and after the procedure and found a significant reduction in pain for those who were viewing images and hearing sounds of nature during the procedure, compared with those who were shown scenes unrelated to nature. Another clinical study conducted elsewhere showed that patients experienced significantly lower sensory pain when shown pictures of certain types of nature scenes when they were subject to a pain stressor as compared to other images or no image at all. In addition to still images, simple plants in a room also bring much positive change to our health. Extensive research by the United States National Aeronautics and Space Administration, or NASA, has revealed that certain indoor houseplants can clear up to around 87% of air toxins in 24 hours. Indoor plants can increase our concentration and productivity by up to a staggering 15%. and help to reduce stress levels and lighten our mood too. With a glimpse of nature indoors bringing so many benefits already, surely if one has a choice, one would want to be immersed in a neighborhood surrounded by extensive greenery. A home with views of flora plus a nearby nature reserve to play in can boost the cognitive functioning of children and enhance their self-control capacity. Youngsters who have regular exposure to the outdoors are also less stressed, have better attention capacity, and fundamental motor skills. Interestingly, even a brisk moment of viewing greenery can be an instant refreshment for our minds. Australian university students participated in an experiment involving a dull, attention-draining task in which the student had to press or not press a key on a keyboard based on certain numbers appearing on a screen. A 40-second break was given between completing the task for the first time and starting it again for the second time. The students who looked out at a flowering green roof during the break did better than those who stared at a concrete rooftop in terms of performing the task. According to another experiment conducted by Scottish scientists, even just a few minutes in the open air in a green space can lower one's stress levels and make one feel much more relaxed and clear-headed. A Danish study used satellite data to assess people's exposure to green space from birth to age 10 and compared it with longitudinal data on individual mental health outcomes. The research examined data from more than 900,000 individuals born between 1985 and 2003. The results showed children who lived in an abundance of greenery had a reduced risk of several psychiatric disorders later in life. By comparison, youth who lived in places with lower levels of green space exposure had up to a 55% higher chance of developing a psychiatric disorder. Research has shown that buildings with more vegetation around them had 52% less property and violent crimes than those without any vegetation. In comparison to those places without greenery, residents said they felt safer and saw less antisocial behavior. We will pause here for a brief intermission and a constructive message. Please stay with us here on Supreme Master Television. Vegan, to rescue Mother Earth. Welcome back to our program, Connecting with Nature to Boost Your Health on Supreme Master Television. Apart from the common activities people often engage in outdoors, have you ever thought of tree hugging? A Finnish family discovered plenty of love from hugging the trees in their family-nurtured forests. The family members claim that during tree hugging, all their worries and stress are flushed away. In fact, scientific research has shown that tree hugging can be truly health-enhancing. It can calm the body and boost our mood by prompting the release of the hormones serotonin and dopamine, thus making one feel much happier. Another interesting and effective way to connect with nature is to walk barefoot on grass, sand, or soil, which is known as grounding. For a long time, humans have been insulated from real nature by buildings, roads, and shoes with thick soles. Research has shown that by walking barefoot directly on the soil of our great Mother Earth, the contact can produce nearly instant changes in certain physiological measures and helping us with sleeping better, easing pain, decreasing muscle tension, and lowering stress. The scientific reason behind the positive effects is that the Earth's surface has a subtle negative charge and is constantly generating electrons that can neutralize free radicals, thus acting as antioxidants to help our body to prevent cell damage. In a study, participants were grounded by placing conductive patches on the soles of their feet and the palms of their hands to stimulate the effect of grounding. Blood measurements were taken before and after grounding to examine the electrical charge on the surface of red blood cells, or RBCs, and the changes in RBC clumping. After the analysis, the results showed that the surface charge on the RBCs was reduced, thereby increasing RBC fluidity and reducing the clumping of RBCs. This indicates that grounding is beneficial to cardiovascular health. In fact, activities such as walking barefoot in the sand, swimming in the ocean, or leaning against a tree are all part of grounding that can recharge our spirit. For the elderly, being outside can improve memory. A study showed staying outdoors for an hour led to a 20% increase in attention span and memory for senior citizens, with additional time spent outside further improving these faculties. If we work or walk in sunlight, we become healthier by replenishing ourselves with vitamin D. When we are exposed to ultraviolet B rays, or UVB, in the sun, the cholesterol in the skin cells is converted to vitamin D, also known as the sunshine vitamin. Vitamin D is important for the regulation of calcium and phosphorus absorption in the gut and maintaining normal immune function. That's why spending time in nature during the daytime is a wonderful way to boost our immunity and strengthen our bones. And our mind feels at ease when the fresh air kisses on our face. Knowing what nature can really offer us, you might also wonder how much time outside is the right balance. A study of nearly 20,000 adults in the UK found that around 2 recreational hours outdoors weekly brings the most significant health improvements. The 120 minutes outside benefited individuals even when spread out over the course of a week. If people have a connection with nature, then they can relate more to and truly appreciate their local environment and value the positive impact that it has on their lives. By furthering their understanding of nature and by being closer to it, individuals will start better protecting and respecting it. Let us remind ourselves of the grandeur and splendor that our beloved Earth home has always provided to us. We should do our best to contribute to the well-being of our precious planet by going vegan and being environmentally friendly in every step of our lives. Thank you, caring viewers, for your company today for our program. May you always benefit from God's infinite support. Vegan, because we are peace-loving beings.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/HL.